What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. So we're doing another estate sale. This one's a little bit different. The client moved across the country. She's gone now and has us coming in and selling everything in this beautiful house. It's like a 5 or 6 bedroom house on a lake. We just got here, so we're starting to look through. Mitch is looking through a jewelry box, but look at this house. Great views out here. This is like my dream house. Nice view of the lake. It's a small lake. I think it might be man-made, but we are going to be selling everything in this house in our online auction. We started in the garage, found some really good finds, but we'll show you that later once we get working on it. Did you find anything in here?
We got a gold ring.
Nice, that's 150 bucks.
We got some sterling. We got a gold pendant for the #1 mom. Maybe I'll have to get that for my mom because she's the only #1 mom in the world.
I don't know. Sounds like you guys bicker like old ladies sometimes.
That is true, though.
So this is bedroom 1. Imagine watching that tiny little TV from here. I don't know what the tape means. If they're trying to say it's a set, I'm not entirely sure. The real estate agent is coming this morning, so I'm going to ask about that. It's a lot of furniture in this house, and we don't do well with furniture, but this is actually really nice furniture in here, so I think that'll do all right. We got a closet here with some odds and ends. And then in this room, I think that's a futon. Some furniture in here, TV. Is this a lazy boy? This might be a lazy boy chair, and if so, well, usually they have a plaque on the back, so maybe not. Some stereo equipment. All sorts of different stuff. No miracle, unfortunately. Over here, this tells me that girl from high school will probably be calling me soon because I'm pretty sure that means pigs are flying. We got a laundry room here. Appliances are staying with the house, with the exception of, come out into the garage, we are selling the freezer and the fridge out here. We've got just random odds and ends throughout here, but I opened this cabinet, it's full of ammo boxes, and they're full of ammo. We do really well with ammunition. I wasn't told of any firearms, so I don't know, maybe she took those with her, I have no idea, but there's some serious money in there. Food, bottles of water, all that propane, that's gonna do really well. A lot of water. I may bid on the water because I go through a lot of that. We got a roulette table. There's no wheel, but I'm sure we'll find it. She told me when I did meet with her a couple months ago, the top of this is, I think she said in the basement. So I bet the wheel is gonna be around here somewhere. We got a nice generator here. It is, I can't see the brand there. Coleman, folding table and chairs set. I guess I don't even know what's in these other cabinets. I didn't even look. That one's empty. This one, just household supplies. That one's basically empty. And I'll have to see. Yeah, these are freestanding. They're not attached to the wall. So we'll sell these. Typically, if it's attached to the house, we don't sell it. So I need to ask the agent about those. So that's about it for the garage. I'm waiting for Mitch to go through the rest of the jewelry before we explore the rest of the house. I already walked through the whole house with the owner. Oh, there's a mailbox in the corner there. I already walked through the house with the owner a couple months ago. When I met her, I met the real estate agent. It's actually the same real estate agent who referred us as the one. We did a house last fall, I think. It did really well. It had all the signs in it. Former politician who'd passed away. So pretty nice to get repeat referrals. But we're gonna go through more of the house when Mitch is done with the jewelry and see what else we can find. So a couple pieces of gold, some silver. Mitch must have wandered off. So I guess we'll walk through the house together and look for him. So we've got this room. There he is. What'd you find?
I just started in here. I did find a clock. Now the clock is a quartz movement clock, so it's not really that expensive. However, there's a company thing on there. I believe that might be a 10-karat gold top insignia.
Sweet. When I was in here with her, there was a VCR DVD combo and an old camera. And here's the camera. What we got here? Is there a camera in here? I don't think so. It's an old phone. So that's just paperwork and stuff. But this should have the camera. Oh, there's another one right there we'll look at in a second. So this is a Pentax DSLR camera. I don't know a lot about more modern cameras. I do more vintage ones, but I bet this is at least 150 bucks. And then we've got an SLR here, I'm assuming. Oh, an old Pentax Sportmatic. I didn't know Honeywell made Pentax. That's probably about 60, 80 bucks right there. So that'll be a good one. Some laptop bags. There was a laptop. I told her just bring it to Geek Squad. We got some ink here. It looks like one each. Oh no, there's two there. Sometimes they'll have an extra gap space there because they reuse or they use the same package format. Nicer printer. And then a whole bunch of like office supplies and stuff in here. So we'll continue on. We got a closet here. Some jackets and stuff. Ooh, that's a nice Carhartt. That'll do well.
Oh my.
Got a bathroom. Oh, what'd you find?
Oh my.
What'd you find?
Look at this lighting, this mood lighting.
This all we have? Oh, up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen houses with that. I do that in the fancy houses. Are these speakers? Those are speakers. So we definitely need to get some lights in here when we're doing photos. We got a huge, I mean, this bathroom is like bigger than my bedroom. It's much bigger than my bedroom, actually. This is such a nice house. Look at the size of this shower. This thing is huge. Sometimes we'll find stuff in the bathrooms. In this case, because the person moved, they didn't pass on. I don't expect to find anything too exciting. We got a walk-in closet here full of clothing. We'll look through this. Generally what we do with these is sell the whole contents of the closet by itself, but we'll pull anything out of special value, like these Brooks. They're not new, but they're still, ooh, we got another jewelry box. All these Toms we can probably lot together. You never know what you're gonna find up there.
Did you see a rainbow when you came in?
I did not.
I found a pot of gold.
Oh, well, she's already gone, so we'll probably just sell it just like that.
Yeah.
We can't really give it to her. I'll let you go through this jewelry box. And it looked like there was some more in here. Some necklaces. Doesn't look like there's anything special in there.
So this is this is made by a company in Mexico, a silversmith company called Taxco. They're very, very well known. It says 925 18K. So it's sterling silver, and it's got plating of 18 karat on the front.
See, this is where the knowledge base is right here. You guys think that I'm the knowledgeable one? It's right here.
You come to me for the expensive stuff. You go to John for the crap.
I know cameras, I know tools. He knows antiques, jewelry. Find something?
10 karat class ring.
Oh, nice. Another 150 bucks. What school?
We got Helena, class of 1967.
Is there Helena here?
I don't think so. That was the year my dad was born.
Your dad's young. Let's see what else we got in here. There's some bracelets. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything on here. So we'll go through here, the shoes, see what else we might find, if there's any valuable clothing. I'm not a clothing expert. I can pull some out, but we'll dig around. You never know. That's a halfway decent brand. We don't really do much with clothing and shoes, but if it's something special, something higher dollar, we'll put it on its own. And then beyond that, we'll just do contents of closet. Everything in here. That looks like a Vera Wang. Vera Bradley. I always mix those two brands up. So that'll go on its own. All right, Mitch has a trivia question.
All right, I got a ring here. It's got 3 different colors of gold on it with a leaf pattern on top. What do they call that style? It comes from a specific place in the country.
You guys have any guesses?
I'm not going to tell you. You got to try to look
I
it up.
think I've got a guess.
Okay, what's your guess?
Is it Black Hills Gold?
It is Black Hills Gold.
I remember that. My dad had a ring like that, and that's the only reason I remember it.
Yeah. So here we have a vintage sorority pin. It looks like they were part of Epsilon Omega. And these are almost always gold. And usually they have some kind of gemstones on top. This one's got pearls and emeralds. A lot of them were 14 or 10 karat. This one looks like 10 karat maybe. But that's a good find.
Nice.
All
All right, found this. Let's see what's in it.
The question from Brad Pitt in the movie Seven. What's in the box? Oh. Well, it's sterling silver with turquoise. They call that liquid silver.
I'll probably go for $10.
Yeah.
Still worth putting on its own.
Black Hills Gold Creation, see?
Looking through the closet, it's all brand name stuff like Orvis here and Vineyard Vines, but nothing like really jumps out to put on its own. But Riverbend Resale would like this house. They have gross things in there. Found another jewelry box. Some decent stuff, nothing super special in that one.
There's a 14 karat pendant with an amethyst,
Oh.
amethyst stone in it.
Nice. In here, I think this is the bedroom that the owner used. Did you look at this jewelry on the dresser? Looks like mostly beaded stuff. Let's see. So we've got the bed, some shelves, books. Generally, the books are all going to be one lot. We'll look to see if there's, especially like Packer books, can sometimes be signed. Nothing's really jumping out on me. Drawers under here with stuff. We got a TV mount there. Out here, linen closet looks fairly standard. Again, we'll look through it before we list it, but it's probably going to go on its own. I don't remember if we got okay to sell these or not. These actually came with the house when she bought it. I think we're selling them. I think the question was whether or not she wanted to take them with her, and she's already moved. So this is a really cool mirror. And so I said if it's attached to the house, we're not selling it. But if it's not attached to the house, we'll sell it. Well, this mirror is not attached to the house. It's just hanging like a picture. We still leave the bathroom mirror. Even though it's not attached to the house, the real estate agent's gonna want it here. We'll go through a little bit more. We already looked at this closet. Let's dig through here while Mitch is working on the jewelry. It's all like nice brands in this house, but not like super high dollar stuff where it would have to go on its own. The Carhartt will definitely go on its own. And the rest of this stuff probably going to be just one lot in the closet. It's just a shelf, I guess. Some hats. Blanket. So yeah, I don't really see anything else super special in here. What the purpose of that was. If there's like some sort of HVAC behind it. It looks so out of place. It's probably full of dust, and I can't even imagine drywalling that. That's interesting. At least this one you can put some sort of decorative display up there. I don't know what that exists for. So in here we got nice pictures. We've got a big sectional set, TV, and your standard furniture. Got a little stereo system in here. These must have been emptied out. This is a really nice couch. I think this will probably do really well. I believe the umbrella is staying.
This is the window that you stand at when you want to brood outside.
I would enjoy brooding at this window. I don't know what that means, but I feel like I would enjoy it.
You just sit here and brood for a second.
All right, now this table is staying. I'm told this actually came with the house when she bought it, and she wants to leave it with the house for the next seller, but everything else in here is going to go. This is a huge table. Bar stools are going, the appliances are all staying. Looks like we've got full cabinets. We usually find some decent stuff in the cabinets. Like these dish sets. I mean, it's not really a special dish set, but this is a really nice set. Someone will pay up a little bit for this.
He's got a whole set of Denby.
Another one?
Yeah.
That's what's over there. Yeah, so a lot of, is Denby a good brand?
It's an okay stoneware brand. It's newer, but.
Yeah, a whole bunch of it. In here, we've got food. More Denby in here. So we may need to move it around to, holy crap. Interesting. We may need to move it around to make some lots.
You ever drank Bailey's from a shoe?
So that is the main floor, unless there are rooms that I'm forgetting about. But we've got a finished basement down here. I'm telling you, this house is awesome. So a very large finished basement with a whole bunch of stuff. This set was all pewter, and she told me she spent a lot of money on it, and I had to be the bearer of bad news that it's not going to go for a lot of money. Pool table, I think they were undecided if they want to leave it with the house or not. The big thing is, getting it out of here. We've got some nice bar stools here for billiards. There's a spot for your cue. Some like glassware and stuff on this table. We've got a room here, newer bed, really nice crib. And I think that's about it in here. This closet looks emptied out. This might be emptied out. Let's see. That is for in the water. Like it's a giant float in the water. We got a patio set here. Down here, there's I thought she said she was taking the swing, but I'll have to get confirmation on that. We got some movies and stuff down here. Another TV. It's interesting how it's a built-in. There's probably like one of those old rear projection TVs in there. Buffet set. This isn't gonna sell for much. Those never go. Then in here, this bedroom is fairly emptied out. Oh, here's the rest of that roulette table, the wheel and the top. Some odds and ends on there, diapers, Lincoln logs, some weights. So they cleaned out a lot down here, which is kind of surprising. We got another bathroom number 17. And then this is the unfinished area, which I will wait for Mitch to go through here. VCR DVD combo and a VCR down here. Looks like the remotes are up here somewhere. We got a Denon receiver, Pioneer DVD player, Vizio DVD, Blu-ray player.
Do you think it actually holds 10 gallons?
I don't know, only one way to find out. Pee in it. Why does everybody always give me that look? We got Kirby attachments. There's probably Kirby down here. We've got a brand new Craftsman miter saw. That'll do well. Some pool stuff. We got a chandelier, which I'm told was hanging here since they bought the house.
What the hell?
What?
Look at that lamp. Look at that shade on that lamp.
That is kind of cool. It looks like it's missing one though,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Let's see, cabinet looks to be emptied out. Oh, there's the Kirby right there. Looks like a newer one. Should be $100 at least. Over here, we've got, I Don't know what this is. Oh, skis.
Do you know what that is? Yeah.
This? Cat toy?
No.
What
It's
is
a
it?
marshmallow cooker, but it's shaped like a fishing rod.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. We've got a place where I'm gonna hit my head at least twice before we leave. Some speakers. What is the brand on these? Costs CM1030. No clue if they're worth anything, but they look nice. Popcorn maker. Some bikes. Pressure washer. This is what she thought was really high dollar, and it's not. I think she was expecting like 300 bucks for it. I think this is more like 100, but still decent in the box. Something good?
Well, I'd only buy these if the boot fits. These are interesting. They're new, no? That's part of the sensors.
Ooh.
Tool company.
Hose, brand new.
Plum.
Never heard of it. It's probably a socket set. Or just an empty toolbox. We got some tools over here. I didn't recall seeing anything super high dollar. It's DeWalt, but it's just a corded drill. Not really worth much.
This to be high dollar.
That is awesome. I was specifically talking about tools, but that is awesome. Looks like a chainsaw. No, an edger down there. She must have taken some of the tools with her. It was older, like Craftsman, Black & Decker, nothing super special. We've got the tool bench here. I gotta ask you a question. That's as far as I got with the joke.
You know what? Tell it to your fans.
After this, it's gonna be a lot of work. We're gonna have to go get hammered. All right, enough of that.
You know, it's really, when it comes to making jokes, it's really hard where I can't think of things.
Nice. We got a Craftsman bar stool there. Hold on. Your jokes aren't even remotely funny.
You're such a dork.
Turkey fryer looks brand new, possibly.
Mall.
Got some tools down here. Probably nothing super special. Some of those feel empty. Fishing reels. So that is it. So I think we'll get started in the garage, work our way through the main floor, and then probably come down here tomorrow to get it all finished up. We both found something good. You found weighted sterling. I found a Bose center speaker. That's probably 200 bucks. If we can find the remote for it, the remote's probably 100 bucks on its own. It's Vizio. So we'll keep an eye out for a Bose remote. So garage is all done. It looks like 44 lots, but look at this view. I think this might be my dream house. All right, got my signs up. This room is done. We separated the bed from the frame here. Kind of have stuff sorted, did some contents of closets, as well as this one. Bathroom, we did everything in here except for this, and then this is its own lot. In here, we got these up above the bedrooms. Futon, each piece of furniture is its own lot. This grouping of small appliances and the two closets, and everything, all the small stuff that's worth putting on its own, we took out of here. It's in the kitchen right now. So this room is done. There's only 15 lots. Again, the small stuff that's decent we took out. It's weird, there are two doors. They're right next to each other on the outside too. So we are going to start in here with all the little stuff that we've been pulling out. I've got a little photo booth so we can take better pictures of the smalls. And I just now noticed it's eBay branded. So we found a whole bunch more jewelry in these drawers. We haven't gone through it yet. We're going to a brighter room for that. There might be some more good finds. Found even more jewelry in here, and that massive chain is 14 karat. I think that's like 800 bucks.
It can be yours for the low price of starting at $2.
Exactly. So we're heading out for the day. The kitchen is fully sorted now. And then all of this stuff is like the individual small lots. The table is staying with the house, so we can do this, which is nice. All sorts of different, we got some camera stuff here, which I think I showed you most of this stuff already. Barbie, still factory seal, it's just 2021, so it's not that old. Here's all the costume jewelry. The gold jewelry, per our policy, is coming back with us and going in the safe. These are weirdly expensive, so we got a lot full of them there. Anything you'd like to add?
Not really. I don't have anything right now. We didn't get as much done as we were hoping to do, and
I disagree. We got 160 lots done.
that's a lot.
It doesn't take up a lot of like surface area, but it's a lot of lots. So we have some bad weather coming. They're talking potential tornadoes, and I get to drive an hour away towards the weather because I'm signing paperwork for another estate, a traveling surgeon who is going on the road for 6 months starting tomorrow. So he called like late last week, and you know, this was the only time. I said it's gonna be late, but I can come Thursday. So I'm gonna go out there, get the paperwork signed, come back, and that's when we'll be starting in a couple of weeks. But there's some really high dollar stuff. All right, back for day 2. Get some lights on, get the computer in here and get started. The kitchen is sorted. These, I was really bummed out, they were empty. Got all the stuff, but no cameras. There was one of them had the battery and charger, so I'm probably gonna bid on that just so I have it as a backup. But maybe we'll find them somewhere else in the house. We've kind of gone through the whole house. I mean, we haven't dug too much in the basement, but enough where I feel like we would have found it. So I'm gonna do the kitchen next, then the living room. This actually is not a big sectional sofa like I thought. This is a completely different sofa, different material and everything. So I think these 3 pieces will sell separately as 3 pieces. And then all the furniture and pictures on the walls and everything in here yet too. You hungry? There's lots of snacks down here.
Hey, what do you find in the toilet after President Abraham goes to the bathroom? A Lincoln log.
Gross. So main floor is officially done. We sorted out, there's some big boxes of like media and stuff, so we sorted that out. That subwoofer should have gone with the speakers in one of the bedrooms, but oh well. This looks like a pretty nice turntable. So we got that in there. Sorted a couple of lots of stuff up here, the furniture, the lamps. Kitchen, I guess I didn't show you that. We did the kitchen this morning. We got a whole bunch of this Denby stuff. We split up, so this is a lot. And then this is a lot. And rather than doing the whole contents of the kitchen together, when it's nicer stuff, we kind of split it up in little banks of cabinets. You can see like 177 is that cabinet and those drawers. Some of them are empty. Like this one doesn't have a sticker on it because it's empty. What else? Oh, the ammo in the garage. There's some decent stuff in here. There's gonna be some good money in that. A couple of brand new hydro flasks. We put those together. And then we'll take a walk back here. This is such a nice house. We did the closet. We did the plants. One of them was already here. One we found in the garage and they match. There's nothing in this bathroom. There were a couple of decorative things in the cabinet that I pulled and just threw in a box. So it's just that lot. I really like this mirror though. Then we've got linen closet. In this room, we sorted off some of the shoes. All the books are one lot. The bookshelves are one lot. Basically each piece of furniture. We've got a Sherlock Holmes cross stitch. We've got all of this is one lot and it's not going to sell. In here, we did the contents of the bathroom as one lot. And then the contents of the closet as one lot. And I pulled a whole bunch of clothes out of here. We're gonna do that in the basement where there's an empty closet that we can hang them up to have individual lots of clothing. It's a little windy out. So the back area here is mostly sorted. We still have all the tools and everything to sort. In here, we got a handful of lots, maybe 5-10 lots in there. Most of this room is done. All of this sorted, photographed. All the furniture along here is done. This is gonna be a whole bunch of little lots. We got these speakers here. These need to get done yet, but they look pretty fancy. So we really have this corner and that center table in here. And then we've got a handful of lots in here. So we'll be back Monday to finish up. That's the power of a Ram truck. It's kind of nice out today. It's like 45. Heading back over to that house. It is Monday. We should get finished up today. I had a semi drop off this morning, so I got a little bit of a late start. The semi got stuck in the loading dock, so I had to use my truck to drag him out. Pretty proud of my truck for being able to do that. So when I brought this light box here, I realized I'd forgot, it's just got a USB cord on it. I forgot the adapter, but lucky for me, they're built in here. What a view though. This is such a nice house. And as nice as this house is, it's probably the crappiest of all of the houses around here. The one next door is being listed for 2.1 million, which around here is basically a mansion. I mean, that is a mansion. If you want to compare house prices, they are listing this house. It's a 4,000 square foot house, really nice, on a lake, $850,000. So I haven't been doing a ton of filming to this point, so I think what I'm gonna do, what we usually do when we leave is I will do a full video walkthrough of the house. This allows us to, kind of see where everything is, just in case, maybe the real estate agent or cleaners or the homeowner come in and move stuff around. We can see what's missing, where it should be. It also kind of shows the condition of the house, the state of the house that we're leaving it in. So I do it when we're done. Well, I do it when we first come in, and that I usually include on the video. I do it a second time when we leave, after we've taken all the pictures and everything, which I did not include on the video this time, or normally. And then I do once more at the very end when we leave for good, which I normally include in the video. So I guess I can include the middle one here. So customers are actually going to be coming in through the garage, so the lots start there. But entering in this house, we've got, look at these archways. We got some stuff back here, in there, that's a lot. We've got this office, just a handful of lots in here. And we've got living room, stuff up here, stuff down there, stuff all throughout here. Kitchen, well, dining room. The table is not being sold. They wanted us to sell the rug, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't want someone to damage this very nice table, which is why the rug is not getting sold. The table is staying with the house. Beautiful table, it's huge. And then some more odds and ends throughout here. Then outside here on the patio, we've got patio set. The umbrella is like attached to the house, so that stays. Kitchen, most of it's just contents of cabinets, a handful of lots on the counter. Continuing on this way, this goes into that office. Take a walk. Oh, we never did these. So I have to do these next. I guess I'm not done yet. Walking through here, we've got bedroom, 2 closet lots, mostly furniture and decor. We got a closet lot, contents of bathroom cabinets, and we're throwing in the mats with it. And that's separate, that's why it's not the full contents of the bathroom. This room, furniture. I looked at the MLS on this house when it last sold, and a lot of this furniture came with the house. Stuff through here. Continuing back, we've got a closet, contents of laundry room, appliances are staying. Garage is going to be, so the auction actually starts there with lot 1. We're not selling this, we can't sell it, so it's just gonna get thrown away. We work our way around. And then we got ladders, mailbox, stuff like that here. Really nice poker table. More odds and ends through here. Continuing on back in the house. We're going to this wing. This house is so big. Bathroom is empty with the exception of the one lot, those 2 pictures. We got closet. We've got some lots here, shoes. The books are a lot, the shelves are a lot, the furniture's all lotted up. I think I'm just gonna leave this here. This is my light. It does get a little dark in here later in the day, although as we're getting more into summer, that's less of a concern because it's daylight longer. Bathroom. I believe contents of bathroom is 1 lot. Contents of closet is 1 lot. Now we can go to the basement. This keeps throwing me off because in my mind, I feel like the carpet should end there, not here. So as I walk out, it just messes with me. Basement. Such a nice house. Down here, we start right here. So we get stuff in the cabinets, stuff on the shelves. We've got tables, stuff. From there, I believe we work our way across here. Christmas lot, these chairs, light, tables, dinette set. And then we've got stuff up here. These were all empty. We basically filled them up. The pool table stands alone. Very nice pool table. We'll see if it goes. It's slate. It's very heavy. We did these in lots of 2. We've got the pool cues, some other stuff through here. We got these bar stools. There used to be a baby grand piano in this corner, and they moved that with them. All of this Wilton stuff should do pretty well. We split it up into lots. Some more odds and ends. There's the billiard balls, and this is really cool. It feels just like billiard balls, like the same material as Christmas ornaments. And then we actually go this way. I don't know if I should put signs on here for these rooms because there's not a lot in these bedrooms. Some furniture, some small appliances, a newer bed. We've got the foundation there. In the closet here, we've got diapers. And then I just put the lot card there. Continuing to the other side. We've got another bedroom over here where we have, this is all empty. We have contents of closet and all of the clothing that goes individually or in small lots we put in here. We've got lamps, we've got more stuff through here. We've got kids' books and then the Kirby. All of this, like I said, is empty. Bathroom is that and Toucan Sam here. Then this back room, this bulb actually burnt out while we were working here. But we've got some stuff throughout here. Cabinet, those are empty totes, umbrellas, skis. This is all 1 lot here. We've got a pontoon boat. The screens are obviously staying with the house, but this little lot here was listed. Oh, there's shelves here, which go to that. So whoever wins this will get shelves too. I'm not gonna update the pictures. It'll be a nice surprise for whoever gets them. More stuff through here. Most of these we're selling as shelving unit and contents. We have a few lots of fishing rods. Top shelf is contents, and that's 2 lots. Some decent hiking backpacks. And then the smalls are all on this table we brought in. Craftsman seat. We did lot make all of this a lot, and if someone buys it, we'll give them the wardrobe boxes in the other room as well. And some tool lots, contents lot, and then contents of shelves, bike, and then there's a hose reel back there. And then from there we go outside where there really isn't much. We've got a swing, like a relaxing sit and watch the lake swing. We got patio set, we got some decorative pieces, and way down there, you can kind of see the tag. It's a log rack with a few logs, and that's it. So I need to get those tables and that vacuum, and then we're done. I'm glad I noticed that because that vacuum will probably sell pretty decent. All right, both of them are done in the living room. I put them next to 247. So I'm gonna get to the warehouse, process all of the images, get everything imported into our system, and then uploading. This auction should be online and open for bidding tonight, and then it'll be a little over a week, like a day over. It'll be a week from tomorrow. This auction ends, and we will have customer pickup. All right, so the auction ended. It is Tuesday night. I was homesick all day. That's fun. Tomorrow is going to be miserable for me. Hopefully I feel better. This auction did quite a bit more than I thought it would. 10,775 with 238 registered bidders. We sold 476 of the 494 lots, starting from the highest price items, some jewelry. Somebody in Iowa, I think, bought it. They're sending a local relative to pick it up. But 420 bucks for it, that's pretty awesome. It is well worth it. It's a very high quality table. This kitchen table, which is a very nice one, in my opinion, sold for 150. The vintage dresses for 140. I was pretty shocked by that. This fridge had no bids until the very end. You know, within the last couple of days I looked at it, there were no bids, and instead 100 sold for 115. Let's see. The pool table chairs 115 and 110. This hat, the real estate agent actually bought that hat, so I don't know if the client wanted it and just didn't know how to bid, or if the agent wanted it, or what. I'll have to ask her, but that sold for 115. This turntable went pretty high. I think it's because the needle in it's a very high dollar one. I never looked up the actual record player. The cast iron flying pig sold for 85. The boots sold for 85. The freezer for 80. The ammo did well. Shockingly, the pool table sold. It's a very nice pool table, but usually they don't sell just because the hassle of hauling it out. This one sold for 75. This actually sold to a neighbor. I noticed the address was the same street. 60 bucks for these speakers. They're pretty nice speakers. Bookshelves sold for 65. I'll just keep scrolling here. These also had no bids until near the end, and they shot up to 50 bucks. I was a little disappointed with how this camera did. All the cameras in this one did pretty low, but you know, other stuff did shockingly high. So that's generally how auctions go. This Wilton stuff did really well. 45 for these, 42.50 for that set, 40 for the mugs. The walk-in closet went for 40. Let's see. Pong went for 35. That's a little lower than I would have expected. 35 for these plates. We basically, I think I showed you in the beginning, we separated these by SKUs other than the one-off items we kind of mixed together. They all did really well. I was fairly pleased with that. Let's see. This surprised me. $32.50 for the office supplies in the kitchen drawers. The ammo all did well. Carhartt, I would have liked to see it go a little bit more, but 30 bucks for a used jacket is pretty good for an auction. Let's see. The furniture, most of it I was actually pretty pleased with. We usually don't get a lot for furniture, and we always tell that to our clients. There were a couple of unsold pieces of furniture. I'm a little bummed out because, this gift card for our restaurant in Seattle still sold. 25 bucks. It was a local buyer. I wonder if he's going to throw it on eBay or something. If we go, let's go low to high. show you the unsolds. These 3 pictures we'll probably just throw in one of the closets that sold. As mounted to the wall, I'm just going to leave it there. TV stands never really sell. There's 2 of them that didn't go in this house. These 2 pieces of furniture didn't go. These didn't sell. I might take those because Mitch said they sell for a decent amount on eBay, and then I'll throw those in a closet for someone. This we'll probably just leave with the house because it's at that little desk area in the kitchen. This didn't sell. I guess I'll try to give it away. I don't think anyone's going to take it, though. And then this dresser didn't sell. Whoever bought the matching set in that room, maybe they'll take it. This isn't shocking that it didn't sell. It's got a rip on it. There's the other TV stand. This is a really cool lamp, how it looks like it's like a towel draped over it, but one of them is broken, and I think that's why it didn't sell, which is a shame. Or I shouldn't say it's broken, it's missing. Now, if this wants to reload for us, there we go. A few other odds and ends didn't sell, but then even the ironing board sold. Usually ironing boards don't go. Then we go to solds here. I'm bummed out. I was going to bid on this. That's why we listed that on its own, and I just completely missed. I was sleeping most of the day because I'm sick, and I missed the first half of the auction. What else? These in the bathroom, I'm shocked those only sold for $2. I thought those were going to go much higher. What else do we have here? Just random odds and ends. This person's going to be pleased. We found the legs. I listed it much like Lieutenant Dan. And then if you click into it, it ain't got no legs. It's just the top. We ended up finding the legs later at the very end. So they just screw in the legs. But whoever buys that will be pretty pleased that those were included. Even the empty boxes sold. So that is pretty sweet. Oh, I forgot about these. These were actually selling decently on eBay. I would have bid on those had I noticed. But, you know, if this buyer they got a really good deal. If they recognize that deal, they'll definitely be back. So this is just the cheap stuff. I don't remember why I wanted to sort low to high other than showing you unsolds, but gives you an idea of the cheaper stuff that went. So the consigner, oh, that's right, 2 or 3 of the jewelry pieces were from a previous, from a different seller too, that we had an issue where there was someone trying to buy them with a stolen card, so we canceled the transaction. Thankfully, we caught it, and we relisted them in this auction. So they're getting $526 of this. The consigner is getting $6,987. If we subtract that, that's 7514.18. With buyer's fee, once all is said and done, we're walking away with $4,877. It took us 3 days of work to get everything listed. I was there for a consultation as well, so that's half a day, and then a 4th day, full day for pickups tomorrow. So not too bad for 4.5 days of work. That's definitely simplifying it. Because there's a lot of other overhead, and then we paid for advertising and software fees, credit card fees. So it's definitely an oversimplification, but I'm happy with it. All of the jewelry that we, for security purposes, we take it out of the home, put it in our safe. Anything that is shipping, we're leaving here. We're no sense bringing it back with us. There is a decent amount of stuff getting shipped out of this auction. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow when we go and get this one emptied out. And we're back here. We got the computer set up here. Mitch is working on putting signs showing what lots are where in the basement because we forgot those. Just about everything sold. I kind of showed you yesterday. This and this are the only 2 big pieces of furniture, and then this corner section of the sofa. That's all that didn't sell, if I remember correctly. Looks so nice out here. I'm told carpet cleaners are coming tomorrow. So, I'm saying to both them and you, somebody already showed up for pickup. It is like 9:45. And their excuse, the reason they're here so early is they drove from Bonduel, which is like half an hour away. So I made them wait.
Yeah.
I didn't get the name. They said they had just 2 small things. So I said, once we're done setting up, I'll come get you, but we don't open till 11.
auctioneers need time to relax too. Don't ever forget that.
There's no relaxing here. We're pulling, shipping, moving unsolds, getting all set up here. So I'm pulling unsolds and throwing them in piles of bulk lots. And I remember Ben once said he was looking for a poster frames, so I'm gonna see if he wants these before I give them away. This TV is just gonna stay here. I don't wanna mess around with taking it down. It'll probably go to whoever buys the house next. This closet here, 51, looks like it's mostly bedding. 50 sold. I think I'm gonna throw some of it in here. We got a gridlock. He's waiting for him to move. He's waiting for him to move. And he's stuck in the middle with you. That giant bed is out of here and it looks like somebody had a cold. A couple of the closets are emptied out. Hangers were left behind. We're just gonna leave those here for, I don't know if the next buyer's gonna want them or then the real estate agent's just gonna throw them out. Those guys were the hired help. The person who bought the pool table apparently was about to just abandon it. He wanted no part of, like, they couldn't move it. And another one of our customers who is here knows how they, come apart. So he showed him how you could take the felt off and the slate comes off in 3 pieces and taught him how, I guess you put beeswax in the seams and, scrape it so it's level and even. And so they just took it all apart and it actually didn't look too bad. So a customer was about to leave behind a bed frame because they couldn't get it apart. The bolts were stripped out. And so I was able to get it apart after they left. They're coming back to get it, but I smashed my hand with a hammer. Thankfully, there are first aid kits here. Hopefully one of these has Band-Aids in it. He's not bleeding super bad, but it's enough where I already stained my pants with blood, so thankfully there are Band-Aids on site. We need to start bringing a first aid kit. It was this. There were lock washers on, lock nuts on one side, and then the other side is not slotted or anything, so it's just spinning out. So what I did, you can kind of see a little bit of damage in there, but I took a little garden tool for pulling weeds, wedged it in there, and just smashed the heck out of it with a hammer until it was in there to apply some pressure, then I could take the nuts off. Those came off just fine, they said. They were basically ready to just leave it. So we still have this lot here, couple lots there, that's all cleared off. Other than that, this room is done. Someone picked up the dresser. They need to come back for this. They also broke the side off, but that's easy to glue back on. I believe the person who got these 3 lots is here. And then Mitch got this. It's starting to clear out pretty good in here. I think the bed's all that's left in here. Oh, and some lamps. The TV did not sell. Closets are emptied. We got a couple of closets. I believe she is here though. All the furniture's gone out of here. We just have the closet and this little pile. Was this picked up? No, tag's still on there. And again, I think this is someone who's here now. Kitchen is mostly cleared out. I think we got a couple of cabinets left. That's mostly emptied off. Living room, mostly emptied out. This room, that's in progress. This has not been picked up. The lamp is still here. Trying my hardest to give away these 2 desks. So we've been done for 45 minutes now. We're still waiting on one customer. Still has a lot of stuff left. And then there was another customer who requested to pay cash at pickup and they never showed up. We tried to charge their card, declined, not picking up the phone. I even texted her. So she was permanently banned. She did buy one thing we can bring back, Carhartt jacket for $30, and then she spent $25 on a contents of closet. I'm not hauling a whole closet back and trying to relist it. So we're just gonna have to eat that cost. The jacket should at least cover, some of it back though, because we'll just resell that. All right, I'm going to start the walkthrough because it is after 7:30. I've been here for an extra 2 hours, but look how empty this place is. It's emptied out very nicely. We'll take a walk outside. Everything is gone. I already locked up this door. There wasn't really much outside in the first place. Cabinets are all emptied out. This bedroom, empty. As well as this closet. Although all that was in this closet was diapers. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I may have, I'm sick. I did not even want to be working today, but I had to be here. And I'm getting really stuffed up right now. I'm pretty miserable. I cannot wait to go home and go to bed. I was expecting to be sleeping over an hour ago. So this room, we've got cardboard yet. We've got, that didn't sell, and these lamps didn't sell. A couple things that were left in the closets. And here, bathroom is empty. This cabinet sold, but they couldn't get it through the door. It won't make that turn. They can't go in there and work its way out. I think it was assembled in place. It only sold for $2. I tried to refund her and she wouldn't let me, so she's a regular. So we're leaving that. That'll just stay with the house. This light fixture didn't sell. I didn't even bother trying to move it. We're just gonna leave it with the house. It matches stuff in the house anyway. Continuing on through here. This is pretty well empty. That's just like packing paper. Those shelves are empty. Some of the tile from the house is on them. That was left. I don't even know what was in this box. That was left here. These cans mostly are empty. That's trash. This was not picked up, and I'm not hauling it back. I'm leaving it. And then, workbench and everything is gone. This house emptied out, I think, better than any other house we've done before. There's stuff here and there, but because the quality of the merchandise was so high, find lights now, almost everything sold, and the stuff that didn't sell we were able to give away. So there's not gonna be a lot of work left for the real estate agent after we're out of here. All right, so here's the story. It is, let me get a time check here. It is 8:02 p.m. And remember, pickups end at 5:30. This customer, she is a disabled person, and so she struggles to move stuff and haul stuff. And last time we did an estate, she was expecting us to do it, and we actually did. We normally say no. I said we'll make a one-time exception, but in the future, we can't help you. So she came this time with a U-Haul van and a kid, maybe high school age, to come and help out. Turns out he is a missionary from his church. Look at that view. He's a missionary from his church. So she wasn't even paying him. It's mission work. And he was not happy. And by 7 o'clock, she was panting and huffing and heaving. I was really worried that she was going to collapse because she uses a walker and like mobility issues, basically. Anyways, she ended up calling some people to help out who are apparently board certified doctors, and they did not seem happy with her at all. I don't know who they were to her, because she told us in the past that she doesn't know anybody in the area, so maybe people she works with, I'm not sure. But let's do the final walkthrough. I already showed you the basement. We are basically all emptied out. So we got the front door here, closet empty. There's a fluorescent bulb we're leaving in there. It probably goes to one of the lights in here. These lights are all out. Bathroom, the pictures are really the only thing that was in here. I love this mirror. It's so nice. Coming in here, this closet. Well, you'll just have to take, I guess you can kind of see in there. I forgot this phone is good in low light situations. This was left, this didn't sell. She was thinking about taking it and she decided not to. She ran out of space. But the dresser, very heavy dresser, I was able to get rid of on Facebook Marketplace, and the real estate agent is gonna be very happy about that. In the bathroom is emptied out. Man, I'm getting really stuffy right now. Did I show you the shower yet? The shower is like the size of my bedroom. It is huge. It's not broken, is it? No, it's just intended to be angled, get down like that. Walk-in closet over here. Hangers are left behind. I think I already showed you this. This was all emptied out. And then we'll go to the other wing of the house. We've got the living room. Living room all emptied out, except for this. And all the crumbs that are there. This is an outlet. There's an outlet on the floor here. which is kind of nice for your coffee table. Shelves, oh, I missed one. Try to leave the house looking nice and clean. This table, staying with the house. The client bought it with the house when she bought the house. It is a beautiful table. For how we do with furniture, she was hoping to get like $1,500. I said, I really don't think we would get that. I said, you never know. You know, things go crazy sometimes, but furniture typically doesn't do all that well. And how many people have space for a table this size? Realistically, and I don't give customers price estimates, so I did not say this to her, but if I were to make a guess, I would say this table would probably go for $300-400. The bar stools did sell. The real estate agent bought them, and she said she's going to use them to stage the house and then pick them up later. This chair did not sell. I wasn't even trying to give it away. I feel like it's nice to just leave it here with the house. Appliances are all staying. Cabinets are all emptied out. This is like paperwork and stuff that we found that relates to the house. You know, remotes for the ceiling fans, garage door openers, the manuals for the appliances. Over here, we've got the office. These 2 desks did not go. I tried my best to give them away. 2 people seemed pretty interested, but they couldn't haul them out. So they're just staying with the house. But, you know, all things considered, having 3 pieces of furniture, these 2 desks, and the corner here, that's pretty darn good. And you know what? I have not opened this door yet because it's covered with stuff. It's so weird how there's 2 doors so close together like this. We're going to go out this way. Coming around over here, closet is emptied out. These closets are both emptied out. This room, completely empty. You know, a lot of this oak furniture, I honestly didn't think was gonna sell. So I'm happy that it's out of here. Bathroom, cabinets are empty. And then we had the giant fish picture here. Moving on to this bedroom, empty. Thankfully, I was able to get this thing taken apart. Closets are empty. That TV is left behind. I'll grab the tag off that when I get the lights. This house is so huge. This closet actually sold but was not picked up, and the lady who waited till the end, she grabbed this stuff, and I didn't stop her because it's less for the client to deal with. This room is empty. Once again, appliances are staying with the house. I always like these, the built-in ironing boards. And then lastly, the garage. Garage is all emptied out. I'm gonna steal a box of Kleenex because I have a really bad cold right now. All emptied out. This was one of the better ones. I mean, if you've watched these videos, you've seen the state that we leave houses. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff. The one we did in Brussels, which I think was the last estate auction video that I did, there was just so much trash in that house that there was a ton of stuff left over, and I felt really bad with the state the house was being left. But our job is not to clean or organize. Our job is to sell off anything of value. And sometimes, I mean, like this house, while I was waiting, I was doing a bunch of cleaning, you know, grabbing trash off the floor, and you know, I wasn't like cleaning, scrubbing things, but sweeping and stuff. So that is it for this video. I am so thrilled with how this emptied out, and this is the second auction we've done with this real estate agent. So I'm hoping that she sees this, and I know she was very happy with the last one, that will be her auction company whenever she needs it. Ooh, grabbing this. Nightlight, there's another one downstairs. It's kind of cool looking. So hopefully we get more business from her. She did say she wanted some brochures from us, and I need to make brochures because the brochures that we have are just kind of a general auction brochure. And it also says things that we don't accept, which you would typically find in houses like couches, because it's more geared for people bringing stuff into us. So I want to design and have a brochure printed that is specific for on-site estate auctions. I think I'll work on that tomorrow so I can give a stack to the real estate agent. But that is all we got for this one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely adore this house. This is like my dream house. I love the lake behind. If I could change one thing, Lambeau Field would be right next door. But then you probably wouldn't have a lake. So anyways, that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I need to go home. I need to go get some Dayquil and then go home. I'm going to bed. Bye.